Good day everyone, my name is Jason Elazar and welcome to my video. So for today's video, we will be talking about the Bangladeshi English. So in this presentation, I will cover the four main topics, which is the how English arrived in Bangladesh, and the second one is the status of English in terms of education and language policies in Bangladesh. And number three is the functions of English, and number four is the code mixing, code switching, and technology and mediated innovations in Bangladesh. So let's start with the question number one. So how English arrived in Bangladesh and discussed based on the three phases presented in material. So the first phase is the which begins in the late 17th century when the East India Company started trading in the Indian subcontinent. So the British established their rule in Bengal in the year 1757, and English became the language of administration, education, and trade. However, during this phase, English was not widely spoken in Bangladesh, and it was mostly confined to the British officials and their families. And for the phase 2 is that it started in the 19th century when the British colonial government introduced English education in Bengal. So the British set up a schools and colleges where they taught English as a second language. The education system was designed to create a class who would assist the British in the rule. And English became the language of the elite, and it was considered a symbol of prestige and power. So during this phase, the British encouraged the use of English as a medium of instructions in schools and universities. The spread of English education led to the emergence of the class of educated Indians who were fluent in English. These individuals played a significant role in the independence movement of Bangladesh in the 20th century. And for the third phase, it began in the 21st century when English became a global language of communication, commerce, and technology. So, with the rise of the internet, English became the language of the digital world, and it became essential for individuals to be proficient in English to participate in global economy. So let's proceed for the question number 2. It is said that what is the status of English in terms of education and language policies in Bangladesh? So in education, English is one of the two official languages of the country, alongside Bengali. English is also the language of instruction in many universities in Bangladesh, particularly in technical and higher education institutions. And additionally, English is taught as a compulsory subject from primary to higher secondary levels of education in Bangladesh. So the education system in Bangladesh has a strong focus on English language proficiency, and there are various English language proficiency tests for students to take, such as the International English Language Testing System, or the IELTS, and the Test of English as a Foreign Language, or the TOEFL. So in language policies, the Bangladesh government has put laws in place to enhance English teaching and learning because it understands the value of English as a universal language. The Ministry of Education has launched initiatives to help teachers and students become more fluent in English. Let's say, for example, the English Access Micro Scholarship Program, which is financed by the United States government, offers English language instruction to disadvantaged students in Bangladesh. The National Curriculum and Textbook Board, which the government also founded, it creates and provides materials and textbooks in English to schools across the nation. And now let's proceed for the question number 3. So describe the functions of English in terms of education, employment, media and entertainment, politics, NGOs, creative writing, and electronic communication. So in education, English is the language of instruction in many universities and technical institutions in Bangladesh. And English is also taught as a compulsory subject from primary to higher secondary levels of education. Additionally, English language proficiency is often a requirement for admission to higher education programs, both Bangladesh and abroad. And For the employment, English is a crucial language for employment opportunities in Bangladesh. Many companies and organizations require employees to have strong English language skills, particularly in the fields of business, technology, and communication. Additionally, proficiency in English can lead to higher paying job opportunities both in Bangladesh and internationally. And in the area of media and entertainment, English is used extensively in the media and entertainment industries in Bangladesh. English language newspapers and magazines are widely read, and many television channels and radio stations broadcast in English. Additionally, English language movies, music, and other forms of entertainment are popular in Bangladesh. Now, in the area of politics, English is an important language in political discourse in Bangladesh, particularly in international relations and diplomacy. English is often used in official government documents and communication, and many political leaders in Bangladesh are proficient in English. And in the area of NGOs, English is a crucial language for many NGOs operating in Bangladesh, especially those engaged in and international aid and development. And communication with overseas partners and sponsors frequently takes place in English, and working for these organizations frequently calls for English language proficiency. And in the area of creative writing, English is also utilized for creative writing in Bangladesh, where a large number of writers publish their works both domestically and abroad. Bangladesh has several universities that provide English language courses, and English language literature is also studied and admired there. And for the last area, which is the electronic communication, with the growth of technology and social media, English is also widely used in electronic communication in Bangladesh. English is the dominant language on many social media platforms, and proficiency is often necessary for effective communication in these contexts. So, in conclusion, English serves various functions in Bangladesh, including its role in education, employment, media and entertainment, politics, NGOs, creative writing, and electronic communication. English proficiency is often seen as essential for success in many areas in Bangladesh, and it continues to play an important role in the country's development and growth. And now let's move on to the last question, which is what is code mixing, code switching, and technology-mediated innovations in Bangladesh? Now, code mixing is the act of using words or phrases for two or more different languages together in a single speech or discourse. Code mixing is a widespread practice in Bangladesh, especially in formal contexts. A person might, for instance, mash together Bengali and English language when conversing with friends or family. Code mixing enables speakers to use the most relevant terms from both languages to convey their meaning, resulting in more effective communication. Now, on the other hand, changing languages during a discussion is known as the code switching, which is a similar to code mixing. In Bangladesh, code switching is frequently employed in formal contexts where Bengali and English are widely spoken, such as in business of academic settings. Code switching can be used for a number of purposes, including forming social connections, identifying oneself, and expressing expertise. Now, innovations mediated by technology. As social media and technology have developed, Bangladesh has seen the rise of new linguistic varieties. As an illustration, the code mixing techniques known as Spanglish, which combines Bengali and English, is widely utilized on social media sites like Facebook and Twitter. Emojis and other symbols are also used in electronic ideas that may be difficult to explain in words. Overall, code mixing and code switching are common practices in Bangladesh, and they play an important role in facilitating communication across different linguistic communities. Technology-mediated innovations have also led to new forms of language use and innovation, highlighting the dynamic nature of language in the digital age. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you learned something from our video. Have a great day. Thank you.